Hi, Dr. Mayo with BizCrown Media, here to let you in on some of the top digital marketing trends and tools, most importantly, that you can use for these trends. Because a lot of times you hear about all these trends, but how do you use them? Well, guess what? We'll talk about some of them right now. Trends that you might have heard. Now, top trends going into the new year are things like AI, artificial intelligence, which is huge. You hear a lot of people talking about ChatGPT and whatnot. Another that I've heard is short videos, and actually seen short videos are huge right now, whether it's a reel or a story. Another top trend is enriching customer experience, whatever that means. That means when customers actually visit your digital properties, they're having an enriched experience. It's just not flat. Another one is user-generated content. So customers actually coming to your digital properties to make comments, to give you reviews so that other people see it, and that sort of gives you credibility. Another one that's also huge, and has been huge over the years, automation. Still in play. Automation is huge, if not more now for the technology. And I've also heard influencer marketing. You've heard of influencers, right? Influencer marketing is on the rise right now, whether we're big influencers, we have macro influencers, micro influencers, well, forget it. Influencer is on the rise. And these are just to name, again, these are just to name a few. If you go on all these sites looking for trends, you will see a lot of trends. The ones I've mentioned are pretty much the overlaps that I've seen, but there are tons of trends out there. But what's the point of you knowing all these trends and all this stuff, but not knowing the tools that you could use for these trends? And that's what we're really going to talk about in this video. Now, thing about it is, if you're a marketer, if you're a small business owner or an entrepreneur, you don't have that much time in the day. There's just so much to do. And what these tools do is give you time. They're making things efficient for you. That's what they do. They make things efficient for you, and they make things effective for you. So efficient in the sense, that you get time, effective in the sense that you get results. See, those two things. Now, we're going to talk about the first one, which I just mentioned, which is AI. Wow. Content creation back in the day, is what I'd like to call it now. Content creation back in the day took time. Imagine, as a social media marketer, when we started this business, we had to create content by going to websites and drinking a lot of coffee and taking a lot of nature walks just to get the creativity. No, not anymore. With AI, all we do now is just sit at the computer, type in some things, put in some things in the AI tool, and it spits the content right out for us in the way that we want it. Here you can see, with AI, you could create a good amount of content that's professional and looks good. As you can see, you could get blog post intro paragraphs here. This is a software we use. Company bio, you can create content improver to improve the content that's currently on your website. You can create phrases that explains it to a child. Imagine that. Create engaging questions, email subject lines, Facebook ad primary text, FAQ generator, a Google My Business offer post. Just a great amount of content that you could create where you don't have to crack your mind, crack your brain. Photo post captions. So these are the kind of things you could do with an AI tool, and that you should be doing with an AI tool. Isn't that cool? All the possibilities with AI, just amazing. Next up, graphic design suite. You need a graphic design suite to create content. Now, I'll tell you, I have a degree in graphic design, and I'll tell you, the templates that they're making in these suites these days, the best of us back in the day couldn't even do them. And so these graphic suites are very, very important and vital to making your content look professional. It's not like back in the day where you just create random content, Now the internet is saturated with great content. You have to be a part of that. And the way to do that is to get a suite, a graphic suite, where you can create content that has videos, that has infographics. As you can see, with the graphic software, you can create amazing content, and you have so many different options. You can do presentations, create documents,
charts and graphs, infographics, social media posts that you could create, videos that you could create, printables, web graphics, and a lot more. And all you got to do is go to the templates, see which one works for you, go in there, edit it, and just move it around. Very, very, very simple. It's not like back in the day where you had to get a whole new graphic suite and start all over from the beginning. These are things that you could just edit. These are templates that you can edit. They look professional and they make a difference. And these are just user-friendly, where all you could do is just log in and move things around and start working on them. So you should be using a graphic suite to accomplish a lot of graphic design and video marketing goals.
Wow, that's so cool. The things you could do with the graphic design suite in no time. The kind of content that you could bring out. Now, we've talked about two ones, which is your AI content creator so you don't lose your mind. And the second one, which is your graphic design suite, so you could bring out definitely and create, I should say, beautiful, beautiful content. The third one is a social media management suite. You need a social media management software. This is a place that you go, you put in your content one time, and it goes to different places at the same time. Now, you might think it's easy to go on Facebook and post, go on Instagram and post, go on Twitter and post. Yeah, it takes time. Besides that, you'll notice you go to Instagram to post, and then you go to Facebook, you see a notification, and you actually forget about the post. Yes. So to avoid all that messy stuff, all you got to do is get a social media management suite where you can go on there, post once, and it goes to all those different places at the same time. As you can see,
with the social media management software, I can schedule the same content on all these channels at the same time, which just makes things efficient, quicker, easier. And so you could see right here, we will pick Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and our Facebook page. And the beautiful thing about this is once you've done that, you can go on each channel and see how things will actually look when they're posted. So for instance, this is Facebook. This is how it's going to show up on Facebook to the right here. This is LinkedIn. This is how it's going to show up on LinkedIn. This is Twitter. This is how it's going to show up on Twitter. And this is Instagram. This is how it's going to show up on Instagram. And I can go into Twitter and make changes that don't affect Instagram. So as you can see, this makes life easier, a lot easier. With a software like this, you can get things done pretty quick.
So you see what you can accomplish with the social media management tool? Quite a lot. Saves a whole lot of time. Next up, chats. Automating your chats. This is so huge right now. Your website or your social media properties should have your chats automated. You know why? They're typically top 10 questions that you get as a business. That anytime you run into people, they mostly ask you about your business. Well, those should be automated as chat questions on your website or on your social media, because a lot more people that are coming to look at what you have certainly have those questions too. And with your chats, if they're already answered there you go. A lot of people don't know this, but you have to try as much as possible to enable chat automation so that even when you're sleeping, even when you're not available, your chats are answering questions for you that could lead to leads and a lot of conversions. And most importantly, you answering questions, you qualifying your leads, and you actually working while you're not physically there. It is so huge. As you can see,
here you have a chat linked to the website so that when somebody comes over here and clicks start chat, they can use their messenger, continue as a guest, and they have all these top questions that we get asked already in there, where all they have to do is click it and it goes to us and we can answer, as you could see over here.
All right, so we've talked about AI, your content creation tool, your graphic design suite, your graphic design software, your social media management tool, your chatbot automated, and finally, you need an email software. You have to have an email marketing software because it's where a lot of the magic happens. A lot of people still check their emails, and you should be sending content through the emails. And guess what? With AI, you can create emails specifically for different parts of your customer base, is what I should say. So with AI, you can actually do that. So, however, you do need an email management system, because a lot of times I get people saying, how can I send emails to a lot of people? Well, it's with that. So that being said, those are the top 5 ones that I think as a small business person, entrepreneur, as a digital marketer, you need these tools for your efficiency and effectiveness. Now, it just shows how bright things are. If I were to look at the future and say, how would things be? Probably I would wake up one morning as a digital marketing business owner and say, hey, you know what? And look at my phone and tell my phone, can you go on so page and post so stuff for this, that, and that, and that, and this, and set it for 11 o'clock to be posted. And if there are any issues with it, let me know, and go to sleep. Just talking to my phone, being able to do that. And what does that tell me? That all your great ideas that you've had, great ideas that you've had in the past and have not been able to put them into existence. Well, guess what? The time is now. The time is now. However, till then, if you need help with your digital marketing, your social media management, we are here and we're available. Hope this was helpful. Take care.